Jerry and Sally need to sell their house.
Being in limbo, it's really hard.
But their do-it-yourself home improvements have left potential home buyers unimpressed.
Good God.
This is disgusting.
I'm here to help.
I just want to make it easier for the buyers to imagine themselves right here.
With a budget of $5,000 and some smart design and staging tips,
It's going to look fab.
I'm going to transform this unsellable house into one that sells. Historic Charleston, South Carolina blends old world charm with all the conveniences of an urban centre. It's a very desirable place to live and real estate is booming. But not for Jerry and Sally. Their 2,000 square foot, 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath house, listed at $259,000, has been on the market for 10 months without a single offer.
We're feeling the pressure. We've dumped a lot of money in it. I mean, it's time to get the house sold.
Now, if there's a great house in a good area and it's not selling, there's usually an obvious reason. Obvious, that is, to everyone but the homeowner. Jerry's a do-it-yourself guy who's tackled most of the work on his home himself.
It may not look like a professional job, but it'll look like a man did it, and it'll look good.
Jerry's wife, Sally, loves to decorate and garden.
We decorated our home. It's like dark wood and florals. I love it.
Their 3 children have also left their mark on the house.
We really, really want our son in the new school system before next year starts. We are feeling the pressure, definitely. We're ready to go.
The house looks great on the outside, curb appeal's excellent. So what am I going to find on the inside?
Hi, guys.
Hey.
How are you? I'm very well. Should we get started?
Yeah.
Will you show me your house?
Yes.
We'd love to.
Well, we'll start here in our foyer, and we do have our computer in here. It's the only spot for it.
Is it an office? Is it an entrance? I would get really distracted. I'd be staring out the window all the time.
I do that a lot.
Okay, so this is our, den, our family room.
Uh-huh.
And,
Oh, my. I didn't know they made televisions that big.
And I find them, and I love them. Yeah.
Jerry is a big TV fan. We have 3 large televisions.
And I see that it's slightly in front of the windows.
We have had complaints that the house is showing dark.
It's
but
a nice TV. People may walk in and like the TV and not care about the darkness, is what I'm hoping.
That is the most floral sofa I've ever seen.
This was my
Grandma's couch.
sofa, and it kind of became the focal point of the house.
So
Yeah.
you designed the house around the sofa, not the other way around.
Yeah.
We did.
Some people will love the floral, love the Williamsburg look, and other people are going to say it's dated and it's not really their style. So you're sort of cutting off half of the people who potentially could like your house.
Cream carpet with kids and a dog.
Oh, no.
That must be really hard to keep, clean.
Fruit punch is evil. And here's wallpaper that matches the couch.
I see, there's kind of a floral theme going on.
It's very much like the Garden of Eden in here, you know? It's
Without the temptation.
For my birthday one year, my mom bought me the wallpaper that matched the couch, and then the kitchen got painted yellow to match the dining room.
When you're selling, I think buyers might want a more updated look. They look at wallpaper, and do you know what they think? They think, that's a lot of work. We'll have to either take it down, repaint it, what will be underneath. Just want to make it easier for the buyers to imagine themselves right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great space, great flow, and it goes straight through into the kitchen.
Yes.
Where we've got more flowers.
More flowers.
Yes.
Excellent. And did you put the green top in?
We did when we first moved in.
How'd you get into these cupboards? There's no handles on them.
We just were used to gripping it with our fingers.
Oh,
Yeah,
You would think that we would have thought of that, but we really didn't.
I like the kitchen because I helped make this floor. I learned it from a guy named Ralph on YouTube.
He did. He watched Ralph.
He taught me how to put this in. I followed his directions, and boom. You know, I had to get in there and put some muscle and sweat and blood and make what you see here today.
I would call Jerry a handy guy. He's pretty good at it.
And she really likes when I go in there and I'm kind of shirtless. I'm wearing, some torn clothes. I think she really gets into that. She may not say it to me personally, but I just feel she's into it.
I love Jerry's enthusiasm, but I'm a little worried about what I'll find upstairs.
Are we going in here?
Yes.
Perfect. There's a lot of toys.
Yes.
And this is a big old bunk bed, and yet again, some big pieces of furniture in front of the window.
Yeah.
You're cutting out the natural light.
You know, there's a lot you can do with this space, and I think at the moment, it's not being utilised to its full potential.
Right,
so.
yeah. Right now it's purely playroom,
It is.
playroom.
Jerry and Sally are fantastic. I slightly wanted to grab them and go, really? Unfinished DIY, it just puts people off. Things like wonky light switches, tiles that are cracked. It just doesn't give that finished high-end look. I've seen the problems. I think what would be helpful is to have an open house. I'd like to get people in, hear their feedback, so I can just confirm in my own mind what I think. So open house it is.
Homes in this neighborhood are listed between $225,000 and $325,000 and are selling within a few months.
I want them to take advantage of the fact that the property market in this area is pretty lively at the moment.
The neighborhood is a fantastic neighborhood. With that, a lot of competition. You go into a lot of homes in that neighborhood, and they are gorgeous, and this one's just not that.
I've asked John to hold an open house so I can find out exactly what buyers are saying.
Oh my. That TV is enormous. Holy moly.
The carpet's disgusting.
Yeah.
When you go inside, there's Kool-Aid stains in the carpet.
The stairs really gross too.
Not a real big fan of the border around the ceiling.
The next thing would be the dog. It barks, it licks the window, that makes it tough to show. They've got kittens, you know. Who doesn't like kittens? But, I mean, it's not easy to sell a home with kittens.
Good God. Look at this wallpaper.
It needs some TLC, and I think it could be a good house, but in this condition, I wouldn't buy it.
I'm very frustrated. We've put a lot of time and effort in this house, and it's been shown many times, but no offers.
But I'm here to help. It's time to sit Jerry and Sally down for a little tough love.
So we had the open house. As expected, there were some negative points, but I think we can learn from them and it will allow us to carry on forward and make the changes that were necessary. I remember the first thing they said was, wow, that's a big telly.
Yeah.
So they definitely noticed that that had an impact on the natural light levels.
We always get that comment, our
Yeah.
house shows dark.
The other point was made was the wallpaper was dated. Now, I know this is going to be a bit of a bitter pill to swallow because you did have them cleaned 8 months ago. The carpets was a bit of an issue.
We were getting positive feedback on the carpet, and that lasted about 2 weeks until our kids hit the carpet. Kids plus our carpet equals bad carpet.
I think when you're selling a house, the three most important things are condition, price, and location. And the location is right, the price is right. We just need to get the condition up to scratch. I think the most useful thing for us to do right now is just the decluttering, and then we can start really getting to it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds good.
Cool.
I've got a budget of $5,000 to get this house ready so that potential buyers will instantly fall in love with it. When buyers walk into the foyer, they're greeted by heavy, dark furniture and dingy walls. To make the space feel welcoming, we'll brighten up the walls, reposition the furniture, and add a hall table and mirror. The living room is overwhelmed by a huge television and a flowery sofa. We're going to remove the TV, recover the granny sofa, and brighten up the dark furnishings. The adjoining dining room is another floral mess. We'll tear down the wallpaper, replace the dining room chairs, and give the space focus with a new light fixture. In the kitchen, the dark colours and the floral theme continue. We'll harmonise the space with matching wall and countertop colours and add new hardware on the cupboards and drawers. The spare room has become a cluttered kids' zone with toys, bunk beds, racks of clothes. We'll replace the kids' stuff with adult furniture, add concealed storage and fresh new linens. First on my to-do list is to clear up the kids' toys.
So will you help me pack some things away?
Yeah.
So if you all pick some toys up and then we can put them in the box.
Buyers couldn't see the house's potential because of all of the kids' clutter.
To pack or not to pack? That is the question. Come on then, pack. Thank you very much.
Children's toys are very colourful and they're very bright, so they can really distract buyers from seeing the potential in the room. So be ruthless and try and cut them down by at least 60%. Downstairs, Jerry is taking ruthless to another level.
You're gonna pack up the dolls?
Well, yeah, we got the nice fine china. I think that could stay, but I don't know if everybody's going to be into little lady dolls.
Don't you want to have something in the house, or do we really want to have nothing?
I want to sell the house.
Okay.
Jerry's starting to understand buyers aren't really impressed by an antique doll collection. But I'm not sure if Sally is getting it. That's why I'm sending the couple to see a property around the corner. This tastefully presented 1,900 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home sold for just under its asking price in 3 months.
That looks good.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite color, but it looks really fresh.
I'm okay with the color.
Clean. It's a good looking chandelier.
It's definitely different than ours.
No wallpaper. Come on in here.
Sure.
Okay. This is pretty.
Hey, I like this fan.
It looks similar to the one we have upstairs.
That's a
Furniture.
nice entertainment center. That's definitely different from ours.
It looks
Kinda-
more like furniture instead of the TV being the focal point.
Yeah. Hey, did you see there's no wallpaper?
I did notice no wallpaper.
Maybe that's the thing we should look at, you know, removing.
The whole house just looks airy and open
Yeah.
because of the colors.
I'm noticing in this house they have handles on their covers. That's what is that called? That's a good-looking thing.
It's called
An island.
Island, yeah.
I love that
It's a
island.
good-looking island. All right, you want to go check out the upstairs?
Let's check it out.
This is their room over the garage. And
Wow.
definitely designed more of like a guest bedroom, which ours is more
Yeah,
of
ours is more of
kid
like a
room.
kid fun room. Yeah.
I can
This is,
definitely see that this would be more appealing to more buyers.
Yeah, we got a nice guest bed. We have a giant bunk bed. Again, it's just super, super clean. Hard for us with the kids, you know. I don't know what their secret is.
Okay, well, I'm feeling pretty overwhelmed.
I'm seeing like every room, there's just a lot of stuff that we need to do, a lot of work.
I am motivated, though, by that because I do see what the house needs to look like.
I'm motivated to run and hide. Hello?
Hello. So how did it go?
It was definitely an eye-opening experience, don't you think?
Yeah, when we stepped into the house, man, it's
Was it
just,
good?
it's like you said, it's turnkey. Somebody took a lot of time to get that house looking good.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
did.
See, you want it to look a bit like a designer has come in and it's got a theme and it's got a flow and it looks really like clean and bright. So that's what we are going to do here. But first, you've got to get your work clothes on because I have a little project for you.
While the team removes the heavy furniture, my right-hand man Dave is going to show Jerry how to make something old new again.
Hey guys,
Jerry,
Hey, buddy.
David.
Good to see you, man.
good to see you.
This is basically Ralph, but in your own home.
Now, aside from the obvious, can you tell what else I'm doing here?
I guess you're sanding,
I'm
man.
saving you guys money is what I'm doing.
Sweet.
We don't need to throw this out. We don't need to break it apart. I'm gonna paint it. Sand, prime, takes no time. The finish coat, that's where the time concerns happen. It's like an 8-hour dry. So we're gonna do a coat tonight. It'll dry overnight. Another coat tomorrow, it'll dry during the day. By the next day, this is ready to go.
And
There's a hutch that I found that we're gonna work on together. And hopefully I can teach you some finishing things, you know, and I think it'll be a good project for us.
Let's do it, man.
oh, you guys are gonna bond and I'm gonna leave you to it.
Great thing about Jerry is that he's all heart. And really, as a carpenter, there's nothing better than working with someone who wants to learn. Now, I saw this.
Yeah,
Tell me a bit about it.
it's a piece of furniture we got from Sally's grandma. And I mean, I've been using it now to like store paint. I wouldn't put it in my house right now.
I'm gonna
so-
change that. There's so many things we can do with this. Refinishing this, you're gonna wanna put this in your house and showcase it in the end.
That sounds good. Sally
it's
will love it.
Easy.
Yeah.
It is easy, so why don't we clear it out? I'll tell you the plan. Let's get
Sweet.
started.
Yeah, let's start, man.
I've never walked past an old piece of furniture that I didn't want to rescue. I just couldn't let that one go.
I'm excited to get to work on the hutch with David, and I enjoy this kind of stuff, so it's going to be really fun. I'm going to bug him with a lot of questions.
While the guys clear out the hutch and move it into the backyard, I have a job for Sally.
Have you done this before?
I have.
Look at that.
There you go.
The thing about the wallpaper is that for a lot of buyers, they get nervous that, you know, sometimes you pull it off and it's like peeling an onion.
Right.
There's another layer and another layer and another layer. Some people just want it to be move-in ready.
I definitely do love my wallpaper, but it's actually really fun ripping it down. So it feels good. It feels good to take it down.
We're midway through the transformation at Sally and Jerry's house. We've painted the walls, peeled the wallpaper. I've managed to convince Jerry to relocate his giant television, and I'm about to start a project with the kids.
So you got to choose a paintbrush. Which one do you want?
That one.
That one.
Oh, the big one.
No surprises there. Cam, do you want orange? And what we're going to do when I say is we're going to splatter this with paint. Guys, we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, can I do the first one? Give it a go.
I think that might be the masterpiece. With the hut primed and dry, Dave and Jerry continue the restoration.
First off, we're gonna fix the crown here, okay? You're not scared of nails, are you?
Not at all, man. They called me Nails back in college.
There you go. Well, I got the right guy for the job, eh?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna pin these together. You wanna go in the crown and push it in?
Yeah.
And then press it. Exactly.
All day. That's cool.
All that's left is a coat of paint. But first, it's time to say goodbye to the family and let the pros finish up.
It's been a long day.
Yes.
But I think it's time for you guys to leave because I want there to be a bit of surprise when you come back.
If you need any help, I'm really good at fixing things.
You know what? Let us take it from here. You did great.
You say so. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Bye. Excellent. Come
Let's
on.
get to work.
Slacker.
We have a few jobs to complete before the final touches. In a lot of houses, we would be taking the ceiling fan down, but we're actually installing this one because in South Carolina, they're very popular with potential buyers, probably because it's so hot. So this one is going in. This is my favorite trick, taking old, dark, dated furniture, priming it, painting it white, and it looks brilliant, and it costs you nothing, as long as you got the furniture in the first place. It's been a long day. We've finished up some great projects and did a lot of painting. Now all that's left are the finishing touches. Floral arrangements are great, but they can be expensive. Lemons and limes, on the other hand, are really cheap, they last forever, and they add that colour that you're looking for.
It is so light in here. We've taken away that huge television and replaced it with these drapes, which let the sunshine in. They make such a difference. They might not be good for the bedroom because they're a little see-through, but in here they work wonders. It is so important to appeal to your target market when you're selling your house. And in South Carolina, formal dining rooms are really, really popular. So I'm just laying the table here to emphasize what a fantastic dining area this is. We've kept some of Sally's Williamsburg style with her old china cabinet, but we're keeping it young and funky with these floral plates and table settings. It's kind of a nice mix of the old and the new, and I think it works really well. Come on in.
Ooh,
Wow.
yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man. This is not our house.
What do you think?
This is awesome.
Wow,
Yeah.
this is
I love this. Look at
absolutely-
this, Sal. This was a deep, dark brown.
I know. I
Oh,
cannot
man.
believe
It looks so
this.
bright and cheery. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, come on through. We've got more to show you.
Wow. Feel how bright it is.
This
so
is just amazing.
cheery.
It's weird. Weird. It's really bright. I wonder
Yeah,
why it's so
maybe-
bright. Maybe it's not because
Maybe
there's
it's
a
'cause
huge
there's no
television.
Maybe
in the way.
not.
Look at my grandmother's couch.
Ooh.
It looks awesome.
It's so funny though, just how by doing something so simple as just recovering the cushion,
Right.
it looks like another sofa.
Still has that comfort feel to it, but it's beautiful.
Now, I think you'll be impressed by your children's
Wow.
artwork.
Yes, that looks great.
that looks
they
great
did a
there.
great job.
And then, Jerry, this is that hutch.
Oh, yeah, that
you
David and I worked on, yes.
That is amazing. Gorgeous.
And the carpet.
The carpet looks
all
great.
steamed clean.
Yeah, it
Right.
looks great. I don't have words, honestly. It's so beautiful. You guys want to go see the dining room? Gosh, look at our dining room. And it's our stuff.
Oh, look at this.
Holy
the
cow.
chandelier. Yes.
That is just
It's so-
pretty.
We have some flowers on the wall for you because we didn't want you to feel that we hadn't incorporated some floral element.
Who wouldn't want to eat here?
It just looks, I think the word for this is chic.
Wow.
I
it
feel
just-
chic in my house.
I do too.
I
I'm like,
do.
Chic
look at
and
my
new.
house.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway, come through to the kitchen.
oh my goodness. This is just awesome. I cannot believe the difference.
Wow.
Really brightens it. We got some nice handles.
Yes.
Like, it's like super easy to open.
You don't have to spend thousands of dollars. Just a few, handles and make it look much more you know, modern. I wouldn't have guessed that those handles weren't on those cupboards initially.
The white is, I just can't, I wouldn't have imagined that could make such a difference between the green and the white.
It's like a new house, like
It
a
really
different
is.
house to me when I walk through it.
Got one more surprise. For this last room, we had to show the kids.
Wow.
It's awesome.
It is awesome.
So, Cam, do you like the orange?
Did you see what was in here?
Yeah, I saw the TV already.
Because it's huge, Daddy.
Good. What do you think of your house, Cam?
Overwhelmed. He likes it, though.
He's speechless today.
Oh, poor Cammy.
It's so awesome. I mean, when I walked in the door, I just wanted to go start touching things, and this was beyond my imagination. It's so good. It looked like a new home that I would want to buy.
I feel great about it. I can't wait to have people come in. Come on, people.
Jerry and Sally love it, so we brought back our buyers for a second look.
Wow.
That looks good.
That's awesome. What a huge difference.
That looks really
This looks
good.
fantastic. I love it.
Wow, that's great.
House is fantastic. Huge, huge difference.
And everything kind of matches and flows together, all the colors and everything. It's pretty wonderful. And it's more modern, too. It's kind of a mishmash before.
Something that my family and I could just buy and move right into and not have to do much work on.
Ramon and Manuela can't sell their New York house.
Are we staying or are we leaving?
But 10 years of family wear and tear has left its mark.
Floor is definitely worn. It's been around for a while.
And Manuela's personal touches
I love purple. That's my color.
are leaving buyers unimpressed.
$399 is overpriced.
But I'm here to help.
Don't worry, I have a plan, and it's going to transform this house.
With a budget of $5,000 and some clever staging and design tricks, I'm going to transform this unsellable house into one that sells. Valley Stream, New York is a quiet commuter town located just outside the borough of Queens. Perfect for families and young professionals alike. It offers a small community vibe, just a short train ride away from the big city. It's not surprising houses here are snapped up quickly, but not this one. This 1,400 square foot, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home is listed at $399,000. And has been on the market for almost 2 years.
When you're selling a home designed for a large family, it's important to highlight all the spaces that families might gather.
And family gatherings are a big part of this house. Ramon and Manuela and their 3 kids have made some great memories here. But the kids are growing up, so it's time to downsize.
It's been our home for 10 years. We loved it. A smaller house will be a lot happier than something so big.
They don't want to help me clean. That's why they want to move.
Ramon and Manuela think this house is move-in ready.
We've had people come and go, and it just hasn't sold.
The inside is beautiful. For me, it's beautiful.
Daughter Samantha thinks otherwise.
I guess I'm not seeing what they're seeing, or they see something different. We have a rainbow of colors.
I love purple. That's my color.
Some things are a little outdated.
We thought it was kind of cool to have big mirrored wall on the side.
You gotta stare at it every day. You just want to get rid of it.
But 2 years on the market is starting to take its toll.
Are we staying or are we leaving? But I'm tired of this.
This is a ranch-style house with a big yard, garage, lots of space for cars, which is fantastic because that's what family buyers are looking for in this area. But it's been on the market for 2 years, so there's obviously a problem, and I'm going to find out what it is.
So tell me, what goes on in this room?
Well, this is more of the family room. Wherever the TV, the biggest TV in the house anyway, that's where we spend a lot of time.
Yeah. You've got a lot of space in here, but you've got these big old couches.
Yes.
Purple. Whose choice was that?
Me. I love purple, yes.
Now, this is the family. I'm gonna guess that you didn't use a spirit level to put those paintings up.
No.
Yeah, they're a little wonky. Just a little bit. Did you put the wallpaper up?
No, it was like that when we came.
But the problem is that is very 80s, it's old and it's peeling.
Yes, it is.
And it's on the first wall you see when you come into the house. But I love the way this room flows, and you go straight into the dining room, which is lovely. Wow. So when you're sitting here, you look at yourself while you're eating.
Yes.
White chairs.
Yes, yeah, I think
terrible.
that was a mistake. They looked pretty when we bought them.
And we might need to change the light fixture. It's a little Las Vegas for my taste. When you have very decade-specific fixtures like this mirrored wall, it sets buyers' minds whirling. They're like, they haven't done anything to this house since the 80s. Does that mean I'm gonna have to redo the wiring, the central air, the roof? And then they're looking for the imperfections rather than looking for the good things.
Right.
So what's up here?
Our master bedroom.
Master bedroom.
I'm gonna show you.
Well, let's have it.
My eye is drawn to the furniture pieces. They don't showcase the room. They're quite sort of...
Big.
Big. So do you have a finished basement?
It's sort of finished, but I think you'll see.
Okay, I'm nervous. You made me nervous. The problem with basements is they always feel a bit cold and dark. And the combination of this pale blue and the vinyl, I just feel cold. I feel like, you know, the temperature's dropped about 10 degrees.
Kind of depressing coming down here.
See, if you're depressed, buyers are going to be depressed. I felt exactly the same. It's not a space you really want to spend any time in at all, which is sad because it's a big room and it could really add to the square footage of this house. I've seen your house now, and I think it's a great family home, but we do need to do some work on it. But what will be great, first of all, is to get some buyers in, hear their feedback.
Houses in this neighborhood are selling for between $355,000 and $380,000. But because their home offers more square footage, Ramon and Manuela have decided to list at $399,000, above the market range.
I would say the price was a little high, and we adjusted twice.
But still no offers. That's why I've asked Angelica to set up an open house, so I can find out what buyers are saying and report back to the couple.
Wow.
Wow. It needs to be brightened up and freshened up in here, you know? It's...
Wallpaper could probably go.
But yeah, it's just way too dark. Wow. That mirror, I'm too self-conscious eating. Actually, I'd probably lose weight if the mirror was there.
Well, mirrors nowadays, I think, are a little bit dated.
The buyers in the open house have suggested me that the house needed some repairs.
I feel like I'm in an office or something.
The floor is definitely worn. It's been around for a while.
I don't know what it's utilized for many things. Like, I just don't know what it's like office, workout.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's smaller.
They need to change color and everything, fix it because everything is ugly.
$399 is overpriced.
I've been telling them the price we have to change, and that's where we are right now. I mean, just hoping to sell the house.
When people came into the foyer, they thought the same as me, that the paint color wasn't maximizing the space.
Yeah, the color's a little bit out there, I think.
That's what I like. They don't have to like it, you know?
People love the idea that there's a family dining room, but they did think it was a bit dated in here. Unfortunately, buyers weren't quite as nice about the basement.
Oh, okay.
Is it a gym? Is it an office? You know, what's this? When you're selling your house, you want to utilize all the space. If it's a useful space, you need to give it a purpose and show it off to buyers.
Obviously, a lot more has to be done.
Don't worry, I have a plan, and it's going to transform this house.
We're looking forward to it, and we're excited.
Because our target market is families, I'm using our $5,000 budget to really focus in on the home's family areas.
The living room feels dated with that jarring purple paint and the floral wallpaper.
I'll remove the floral wallpaper, repaint the walls, and finally reconfigure the furniture to open up the space.
The mirrored panels in the dining room scream 80s.
So those mirrors are coming down. They'll be replaced with decorative moldings. I'll paint the walls an elegant sage green and change up that worn-out dining set.
The master bedroom is full of dated furniture, which is too big for the room.
I'll repaint the walls a calming grey, reposition the bed, and give that giant 80s furniture a facelift.
Finished basements are very popular with potential buyers, so we need to finish this basement off.
I'll paint over the cool blue tones and cover the old vinyl tile with beautiful oak laminate.
More importantly, we're giving this space a purpose. We're creating a family-friendly room that buyers won't be able to resist.
What color, what?
So what do you want to destroy first?
Let's start with those pictures.
Definitely. Here you go.
All right.
When you're selling your house, it's so important to depersonalize There's lots of family pictures on the wall. Buyers find it very distracting, and it's more difficult for them to imagine themselves in the space.
All those CDs.
All those CDs, look at this.
Ready to say goodbye?
Goodbye, let's go.
And good riddance.
I know, right?
So in the living room, we're starting with a clean slate. Meanwhile, I've sent the couple on a mission to check out another house in the neighborhood. This 1,300 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, priced well above market range at $479,000, sold in under 2 months. I really want Ramon and Manuela to see why buyers paid so much more for this comparable property.
Wow, it's beautiful.
The color, this is a lot nicer, a lot of light. But what's good is they don't have a lot of furniture here too, so even though it's a small space, it doesn't feel like it's cluttered.
I feel like I'm in a hotel and I want to stay here. Wow, it's beautiful.
So even though our room is a little smaller than this, the table really takes up so much space. We definitely have to get rid of that mirror.
Yes. Wow, I love the color, look.
The color, yeah. Our basement is, I guess, maybe, what, 3 times the size of this, but the lighter color does make the room look bigger.
They don't have that many things here too, that's why it looks so organized.
Yeah, again, yeah. I think that's our main problem. We just have so much stuff.
No, you guys have a lot of stuff. I don't.
One of the things I took away from it is that we have too much clutter, and we definitely have to change the colors.
Yes. It makes you feel like home, you know? It makes you feel that you want to be there.
Back at the house, the team clears out that outdated dining room set.
The furniture in the master bedroom is wild. It's definitely retro, but not in a good way. We've taken out the big, bulky furniture, and it already looks bigger. So, still a way to go, but I couldn't be more pleased.
Now it's time to tackle the wallpaper.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey! Sophie!
Hey, what are you doing?
Our wallpaper.
I know, but doesn't it look big in here?
There's an echo here.
It's an echo.
That's how big it is, yes.
How was the comp house?
It was an eye-opening experience.
Yes, it was beautiful.
And even though the room was smaller in size, it actually, with furnished, it almost looked as big as this living room is.
I bet that's because the furniture was in the right place and wasn't too big for the room. Am I right?
Yeah.
And did you feel that the one room flowed into another room?
Yes, it did.
Here, the paint tones are completely different.
Yes.
Now, tell me about the basement. Was it finished off?
Yes.
It was a basement that you want to be in and spend time with your family, you know?
So the good news is your house has great bones. We can make it look fantastic. And I have some projects lined up for you.
Okay, we're ready to go.
Good. Well, I'm just going to pull off a bit more of this wallpaper down, and I'll see you in a sec.
Okay.
Any dated finishes like this wallpaper are off-putting to buyers. They should be the first on your to-do list when putting your home up for sale. In the basement, my right-hand man, Dave, has a fantastic, cost-effective project for Ramon.
In a concrete floored basement, laminate floor is the way to go. So I'm gonna show you how to install this floor. It's actually really easy.
Really?
But it works way better with 2 people.
Okay.
Okay? Line up your edges, lay it down.
And snap it in.
Bring it in.
Doing the floors with David was a lot of fun. First of all, I didn't expect wood laminate floors. I was thinking more along the lines of carpeting, so that took me by surprise.
Little trick. Can you see the gap?
Yes, I see a little bit of the gap, yes.
Done.
Gapless.
Okay.
I can't wait to see the look on my wife's face when she sees the floor, because she doesn't know that we have floors downstairs now.
Everyone is working really hard, and the house is looking really good. We've got rid of all those dated design elements, the mirrored wall, the floral wallpaper, and the difference is amazing.
Now we're putting the kids to work.
Okay, so Samantha and Manny, I have a project that you're both gonna really enjoy. Now, you recognize this piece?
The ugly piece of furniture in our parents' room.
Okay.
If I had to describe my parents' style, I'd probably say there was pretty much a lack of it.
Now, tell me the first word that comes to your mind when you see this.
Ridiculous.
Okay, good.
Hideous.
Now, this may be hideous or ridiculous, but it has a lot of life left.
Well, they picked it, not me, so, you know, I'm okay.
First up, we're gonna sand the glossy surface. Not too much, we don't wanna sand through, we just wanna scuff it up a little. There's so many products now which will allow you to paint over lacquer and glossy surfaces, that this is still a great piece. Okay. Now, we're going to roll the paint to apply it, but using a fine-tipped brush, that'll smooth it out. So when it dries, it'll be really soft and smooth. In this heat, speed is everything, okay?
All right. As Sam and Manny lay it on, in the living room, we're doing the same. We're painting that crazy purple neutral. In the dining room, Dave installs some inexpensive moulding to add an instant touch of elegance. And I have something to show Manuela.
Okay, Manuela, I know you usually hang pictures right at the last minute, but I wanted to show you how to hang pictures properly so in your next house, they're not all wonky.
Okay.
Are you ready to hang some pictures?
Yes, I am.
We've got 3 pictures, and we want the middle one to be centered. Right, so that is the center of the wall. Now, here's the trick. Eye level for the average person is usually about 74 inches from the floor to the top of the painting.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
You hold the wire like that, and then you measure the distance between the wire and the top of the picture, like that. So if you hold it taut for me. Excellent. Then we measure from our top mark down, and then we know where to put the nail in. So we want to hammer it in there.
Nice.
With the homeowner projects complete, it's time to say goodbye to the family.
Well, guess what? Your wife knows how to hang pictures.
That's right.
So she's going to teach you how to do it, and then you can hang all the pictures in the next house.
Okay, that sounds good.
Well, we've still got a bit of work to do, so if you wouldn't mind giving us some space, and then you can come back when it's all finished.
Okay, looking forward to it.
See
Bye-bye.
you.
Okay.
The basement is well on its way to getting finished. We've semi-covered the vinyl flooring with the oak laminate, but already it looks so much warmer.
Dave gets back to work, priming, painting, and adding some smart new shelves. In the master bedroom, we're bringing in our repurposed dresser and assembling a stylish new bed. Because this basement was very bare, we're using one of the sofas from upstairs to create a comfortable seating area downstairs. Now all that's left are some finishing touches. This moulding costs a couple of bucks per foot. You can get it in any hardware store. And we've created a simple and elegant design which buyers will love and will help you achieve your sale price. By placing your bed against a wall with no windows, you can position the bed in the center of the wall. You create nice space around the bed, and also the symmetry is pleasing on the eye. I'm confident that buyers will feel like they're walking into a spacious and relaxing retreat.
Welcome, come in.
Hello.
Wow. Look at this. Have a look at your new living room.
Oh my God.
Beautiful.
I want to check the address outside. I don't think I'm in the right house.
Ramon, we took away one of your sofas and took away the television. Now you've got all this space.
Well, at least you left me one sofa. So.
We did leave you one sofa. And check it out. Now you look at that beautiful hardwood floor. It really stands out against this paler colour. What do you think of those paintings?
I miss my kids up there, but I do love the painting. And they're level, too.
They are level.
I did it, okay? Thank you.
And I like the way, I know you guys use this word a lot, the way the colors flow, like everything
Yes.
just kind of matches. And...
Well, interesting you say that, because come on through to the dining room.
Oh, my
Wow.
This is awesome.
I think it was very decade-specific. It was very 80s.
Yes, I agree.
Whereas
Yes,
this,
right,
it doesn't age your house.
Exactly.
You've got these beautiful upholstered chairs and this lovely walnut table. And the best thing about this table is it has leaves, so you can extend it out or make it smaller. But what you're doing with this table is you're really showing buyers how big this dining room is. So you're ticking the boxes, bam, bam, bam. And now, I'm gonna add one more tick to the box, and that's a pretty cool master bedroom.
I'm looking forward to this one.
Drum roll.
Oh my God! Can I buy this house?
Before, it felt small. And now, look, there's a lot of space. It's a great bedroom now. Do you recognize this piece of furniture?
Yes, I do.
All we did was we took off the more retro design elements, sanded it down and painted it, and now it fits the room. Master bedrooms are important. Buyers still want a nice retreat to go to at the end of the day. They want a nice bedroom.
Again, I feel like I'm in a different house.
Yes.
Okay, well, if you think you're in a different house now, you just wait till you see the basement.
Oh, my God. Okay, let's go.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh. Here, here's my other sofa.
Here is your other sofa.
The floor.
We've got oak laminate flooring. We painted your old desk white.
Yes.
And
ping pong table.
Ping pong. Before, you hated it. It was depressing.
Yes, right?
Now we've got a family room with a games room and a home office. This is what buyers are looking for. You've got a finished basement. They don't have to spend any money down here. It's all done, and it's a real selling feature.
Do we have to go?
Well, I think the house looks absolutely fantastic now.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think it's got a much better chance of selling now. We just need to have an open house and get those buyers in and go on from there.
Yes.
Sounds like a great idea.
Hopefully get this place sold. Hooray!
I loved it. I mean, living room, dining room, everything is so different, so elegant.
Potential buyers that come in and see and have big families like we do are absolutely going to love that space.
The basement is, wow, it's such a beautiful place to be.
I am so confident this house is going to sell. I'm actually going to put a down payment on another house prior to the open house.
Ramon and Manuela love the results. So let's see what the potential buyers think.
Wow.
It's so neutral and it feels warm and you just want to walk in the rest of this house. In that dining room, I would just want to eat dinner with my family there. And the master bedroom, what a retreat.
Fantastic. It's a place you want to be in. The basement, just total transformation. Yeah, I could see myself easily in that environment.
I would definitely consider putting an offer in on this house.
Mark wants to sell this house that he's spent 8 years transforming into something resembling a Gothic cathedral.
It really was like a labor of love.
Lisa, his girlfriend, thinks his taste is interesting.
Mark's taste happens to be very unique and kind of out there.
But she doesn't want to live here. And buyers seem to share her sentiment.
This looks like a church.
Yeah. Very dark. I feel very like enclosed in it.
So Mark's moving to Lisa's place and he's got to sell this house.
I want to get it done with, get it over so I can move on and get married, move into another house, have kids. And this is stopping me right now and it's holding me up.
So with a budget of $5,000 and some clever staging and design tricks, Scary doesn't sell houses. I'm going to transform this Gothic church into a sellable family home. How you present your house is crucial if you want a quick sale. And that means putting aside your own personal taste. We're in Lynbrook, Long Island, a desirable family-friendly community very close to the heart of New York City. Houses here are in high demand, but this house just won't sell. This house has 1,900 square feet of space, 4 bedrooms and 1 bath. Listed at $439,000, it's been on the market for more than a year. After living here for the past 8 years, Mark's having trouble seeing why his beloved house hasn't had an offer.
I would buy this house in 2 seconds.
The decorating that he's done is a reflection of him, and you know, he's put his whole heart into everything.
But buyers have no trouble putting their finger on it. Mark's decor is over the top and makes this house feel like more of an old church than a home.
The house makes me feel, you know, really warm.
I think it must be hard for buyers when they walk in because it's a little bit out of the ordinary.
To me, I love it. I don't know. It's beautiful.
With the couple anxious to move into Lisa's house, they're ready to make the necessary changes to get this house sold.
I love it. I need to get rid of it.
The property market in this area is really strong. Houses are selling, but this one's been on the market for over a year, so I need to find out why. A little unusual. So your house has been on the market for over a year, which must be driving you nuts.
Really driving me nuts. Very frustrating.
What I think would be really helpful if I could have a look round and then we can see what the problems are and go from there.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
So what's this room? Is it a music room?
I have no idea what this is right now.
Is it a junk room where you put your clutter?
It's in transition.
This is the first room you see when you come into the house, so we need it to have a bit more of an obvious purpose.
Yeah, this is a bad first impression.
So this is the sitting room.
Yes, this is the sitting room.
My immediate reaction is it's dark. I can see how big this room is, but I think some people might feel that it's smaller, you know, because you've got the dark drapes and the dark carpet. The problem is some people might not like floral carpets, so they're going to think, how much is it going to cost to take it up? That'd be money they'll be taking off your asking price.
Right.
And did you put this in?
I did.
It's Venetian plaster.
I think it's not necessarily everyone's taste, and I worry that maybe buyers will think it's going to take a lot of money or time to, you know, cover it. Not all buyers want to do work, so we need to give them absolutely no excuse not to buy this house.
Okay.
Nice to see hardwood floors.
Yep.
Buyers love hardwood floors because they look beautiful, they're easy to maintain. You've got a lot of big pieces in here. Big table, big chest. I think it's making the room feel smaller.
Definitely makes the room smaller, for sure.
What is this? This is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. That's actually my grandfather's radio. I believe it's from like 1911.
Very beautiful, but it is blocking the pathway to the kitchen. Makes it more difficult to get around the table, and it, again, makes the room look smaller, but it's beautiful.
Right, I loved it and I wanted it, and that was the only place I could find for it, so.
Right. The kitchen.
I don't really like the kitchen. It's the one room I kind of didn't get my hands on yet, you know?
You haven't turned it into a vampire den yet.
Right.
The problem is when you're selling your house, as you know, the kitchen is a big selling feature.
Sure.
But the good thing is it doesn't actually cost a lot of money to update your kitchen. You know, with a few simple quick fixes, you can really make it look much more clean and modern and fresh. Wow, this is like a library family room.
Yes.
Fantastic. I love that built-in bookshelf, and I think buyers are going to love it because you need storage in a room. Again, you've got big furniture and dark woods, and what do you think that does?
It makes the room look smaller, darker.
So this is a real selling feature. It's an unusual room, but I don't think you're making the most of it. If a 13-year-old boy was going to buy this house, we would have no problem.
Oh, I'm a 13-year-old boy at heart, for sure.
I think most men are. Houses in this neighborhood are selling for between $390,000 and $440,000. Mark's house, listed at $439,000, is at the top of the range, and it's not showing well enough to beat out the competition. The couple's realtor, Barbara, knows what they're up against.
When I bring buyers in, they're a little bit in awe because of the decor in the house.
Barbara's held an open house, and buyers seem to share my thoughts about the cathedral characteristics.
There's a term for it. Gothic?
Interesting doorknob.
Very interesting.
Looks like a castle.
It's not the kind of look I'm looking for, and it's really hard to envision the look that I want in this house.
It's a little different than we usually see in homes, and people can't get by that in order to see their own possessions in there.
It feels like being in church. You could change it just so much with your furniture, but it's still, you better like all this. The woodwork is nice, but you have to like it.
And these indentations in the wall, that would be a lot of sanding and spackling to get that flat.
It's going to take a long work.
The whole thing would have to be done, and we're not really looking to do this much work.
But I think you have to find the right person. For me, I wouldn't like this.
No. So we had the open house. And a lot of people found this style interesting, but it's also a little on the quirky side. And I think that's because of the drapes, the paint colour choices,
Sure.
you know, quite a lot of furniture. All give you that feeling of being slightly closed in.
I like dark. I don't like a lot of light. I like muted light. You know.
Right. Bright and light and big is what is going to sell this house. Because we're looking probably for a family buyer, I think we need to make this house more family friendly.
Absolutely. If I was still going to be here, it'd stay right the way it is. Since we're trying to sell it, like you said, people have to live with it. It'll be nothing they can't hate.
So I think we need to start by decluttering some of the Gothic.
Okay.
We're ready. We had some great feedback from the open house, so I know what the problems are. So I've come up with a master plan to tackle them. Starting in the foyer, we'll paint and add a custom storage unit for a great first impression. Drapes and furniture will make the space inviting, and cushions and art will complete the look. The living room will change dramatically with new paint, and we'll introduce smaller contemporary furniture to show buyers more livable space. Plants and accessories will inject warmth and a cozy feel. The dining room will get a new chandelier and window treatments to update the space. A sideboard will add decorative function, and a mirror will reflect the light of the chandelier, while chic touches will turn up the style. The kitchen will get an inexpensive facelift with a lot of impact. We'll simply add a backsplash and finish the missing cupboard doors. The library will be brightened up, and new contemporary furniture will complement the old wood detail with a fresh appeal. Artful touches will add interest and character. When we've finished with this house, it's going to be bright, fresh, clean, and I think it will really appeal to the family buyers we're looking for.
Just hold this up for me like this.
But before I can get my plan underway, we have to declutter and depersonalize the entire space.
Perfect.
The most likely potential buyer for this house will be a family. So we're trying to create a family-friendly vibe, and that means getting rid of the vulture, because to be honest, scary doesn't sell houses. There's a lot of work ahead to bring this house up to the level that buyers demand. This is a traditional railroad house, and each room is supposed to lead seamlessly onto the next. But these dark drapes cut up the flow, make it much more difficult for buyers to see all the way through, so they're gone. Meanwhile, I'm sending Mark and Lisa to see a house in their neighborhood that sold recently to help them better understand what buyers are looking for. This house has 1,700 square feet of space, 3 bedrooms and 1.5 bathrooms, and it sold for $425,000 in just a few weeks.
Okay. Well, this is definitely a lot different.
Wow, look at these gorgeous floors.
Floors are really nice.
You have wood floors in your house, but you have it covered up.
Yeah, I like the rugs. I like the wood and the rug combination, you know?
It's just very neutral. And the fireplace is not pink either.
The fireplace is not pink. That's true. That's true.
Oh, wood floors in the dining room,
More wood floors, right. There's no carpets like ours. You know, the dining room table is obviously a lot less ornate than mine and maybe a little bit smaller, but it still definitely looks a lot bigger.
Oh, and they have a lot of light coming in from the curtains. Like your curtains kind of cover the light.
It's not my taste, but I kind of understand why someone would be able to much more easily picture themselves in a house like this than in mine, because it's more neutral, you know.
I like the contrast with the white couches on the green carpeting.
Yeah. I mean, the boldest color in here is this green rug. Everything else is just white and beige.
Like our furniture is kind of darker.
Check out the kitchen. Very neutral, right? It's got the eggshell paint. You know, we have that dark coffee color.
Right.
You know, in my house. No, I can see why this house sold. I mean, it's easier to picture yourself in this house than it would be to picture yourself in my house, because my house is a little more personalized, you know? All the things I did to my house, it was kind of a labor of love.
And you did a lot of custom things to your house, like the fireplace.
Fireplace, the stained glass windows, the doors, everything. Right. So to see some of that stuff change, it's going to be a little, you know, difficult, but got to sell the house, right?
Guess we have a lot of work to do then.
With the knickknacks and personal items out of the way, the crew can get down to work tackling the bigger jobs.
Wow. You guys got a lot done.
It's amazing the difference a couple of hours makes.
Seriously.
I'm dying to know, how is the comparable house?
Well, you know, you kind of like got it when you saw what was going on there. You know, the walls were much more neutral. There was a lot less furniture. A lot more light was let into the house, you know?
When you're selling a house, you have to put your personal tastes aside.
Sure.
Because you want to appeal to as many people as possible. But I've got a few projects lined up for you, so would you mind giving me a hand?
No, absolutely not.
Dave and I are about to attack one of the biggest eyesores in this home, the Venetian walls. I have a problem with this treatment for 2 reasons. Firstly, I think buyers are going to look at it and not know how to get rid of it. And secondly, I think they might think there's a problem with the foundations of the wall and we're using the treatment to cover it up.
And a lot of times that is the case.
So what are you going to do to it?
We're going to scrape it, plaster it, prime it, plaster it, paint it. Let's just scrape off all the high parts, okay?
Okay. I wonder what Mark will think when he comes in and sees that we've taken away his Venetian treatment.
I think Mark is up for anything. I think Mark is up for whatever we want to do.
Note to self, never do a Venetian treatment. David, we've scraped this wall to death. It must be ready.
Just when you thought the workout was over, now we plaster. I'm not trying to make a masterpiece here. Just put it on the wall. You've done this before.
No, I haven't.
To save your wrist, you can put 2 fingers on the back of the trowel.
Okay.
That way, you get more even pressure when you push down the wall. I think you could handle this whole room by yourself.
I know what you're trying to do, and it's not going to work. I've got to be somewhere else, so finish the job?
Okay, so I get it. I build houses, you sell them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We want to give this room the contemporary feel that buyers are looking for, so the chandelier has to go. There are some great architectural details in this room, like the cathedral windows and the bookshelves, but at the moment they're not standing out against this red paint. So we're going to paint the walls a white marble and you'll really be able to see all this lovely detail.
Okay, so Mark, we're going to build you guys a cubby, which in guy terms, it's essentially a multi-purpose storage facility.
Got it.
Because when I walked into your house, you have this nice, big, inviting room, but there's nowhere to hang my coat, nowhere to take off my shoes.
Typically, we just make a mess.
So the good part about this project is that there's 2 pieces. There's upper storage and lower storage.
Okay.
This is one side, that's the other side. We're gonna fasten these together. I'm just gonna pre-drill right here, and then I'll glue that seam.
Alrighty.
There you go.
That's great.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
One
Who
side
needs
done.
a furniture store?
That's right, Mark and Dave's.
That's it.
Or Dave and Mark's.
No, Mark and Dave's.
All right, I'll hold this together, and you can give it a shot.
Okay.
Good. There you go.
I've had a desk job for the last 20 years, and before that, right out of college, I was like an assistant to a contractor, so it was good to work with my hands again. I enjoyed it. Where's Lisa? This might turn her on that I'm doing this right now.
Hey.
She's never seen me do anything like this before. Okay.
Good.
What next?
What next? Much more of the same.
Really?
Lisa, I wanted to do a design project with you. I wanted to put a piece of art in the living room. So we've got this canvas here, and we've got these bits. They're sort of like amazing paper with holes in. You just get them from art shops. So we're gonna put the glue onto the canvas.
Okay.
And then we're gonna layer these over the top. And the glue dries clear, so you can put as many layers on and it doesn't show through. Do you think Mark was upset by the depersonalizing process or not?
I think he understands the theory, but I know that he definitely doesn't like the white. I know that for sure.
That's another reason we're doing this, though, because just plain white walls, I think, are quite stark. So you want a bit of colour. This is not too personal, and it's really easy to do. It's really cheap. All you need is the canvas, the paper, and the glue, and you're good to go. And then at the end, we're going to paint over a high gloss glue, so it has a nice shine to it, and then put it on the wall.
I think Sophie and the team are trying to modernize and neutralize everything, and it's not really to Mark and I's taste, but I understand the theme now from what she explained.
So, Mark, using plywood makes us very cost-effective. We now need to hide the seams.
Gotcha.
We're going to use edge banding, and it gets ironed on. This is where you become domesticated. There you go. And as the glue heats, it becomes more flexible.
Yep. David, I was born to do this. I mean, look at this.
That's good. I have a few shirts and a couple of pairs of pants I need ironed. So, then I'll just cut off the excess right here. And this looks like 2 solid pieces of wood joined together.
That's unbelievable.
As far as anybody else is concerned.
Right. And it's really amazing the stuff they come up with, you know?
Exactly.
To cover it
And
up.
Now we're ready to prime.
Mark and Dave's.
Dave and Mark's.
Yeah, whatever, Dave.
So what do you think of your house so far?
Holy cow.
For us to get finished, we need you to get out of here because we've still got a lot of work to do.
Okay, looks like you do. All right. You ready?
See you later. No faith, no faith. With Mark and Lisa gone, our crew has lots of work ahead. Front entryways show best when they're organised and functional, So we're adding this bench that takes up minimal space. These bucket chairs bring a contemporary feel to the room that buyers once said looked like a church. The couple will be back soon, so it's time to put on the finishing touches. By replacing the dark red Venetian plaster treatment with marble white paint, we're highlighting the tin ceiling, but it's not visually overpowering. This custom cubby fulfills two roles. Firstly, it helps define this space as a foyer, and secondly, it gives buyers that storage they're going to need. This kitchen is proof that you don't need to spend mega bucks to get an upgraded look that buyers appreciate. The backsplash, the knobs, and the new cupboard doors cost only $300. You don't need my help for this, it's very light.
No, I could always use your help.
Look, fits like a glove, excellent. Welcome.
Oh my
goodness.
Whoa.
I didn't even recognize this.
Before, the entryway gave an underwhelming first impression, but we've improved its appeal to buyers with new paint, storage, and stylish touches.
I love the paint.
Wow. It's the cabinet that I built, yeah.
Oh, you mean that Dave built?
No, cabinet that I built.
Okay.
Yeah, Dave helped a little bit.
You did a good job.
I didn't know you were so handy.
Well, now you know.
Now it's a fantastic first impression. You walk in, it's pretty, it's functional, it's bright, and that's what you need to do. You need to hook buyers in the first 90 seconds.
It's not what I would have picked, but it definitely makes the room look a lot bigger, and you know, that's what it's about.
You got to keep in your mind, Mark, it doesn't matter what I think, it's what buyers think.
Right, of course.
What about the carpet?
Definitely makes the room look a lot bigger.
It's ginger sisal, and it's really durable, it's sustainable, and the best thing is this carpet now leads on through to your new sitting room.
Wow, this is amazing.
Look, they put the piano here. That looks cool, then.
The sitting room was dark and gothic, so we opened it up with light paint and smaller furniture to show buyers more space.
I don't even recognize it.
The best thing is you have a brand new sofa all about correct sizing of furniture. If you love this room, you're going to love the dining room. But remember, it's what buyers think. So come on through.
Look at this.
Oh my goodness, this is the original table.
The dining room was stuffed with oversized furniture, so we scaled it back, brightened it up with contemporary lighting, and added modern art to appeal to more buyers.
I love that.
Did you do that, Lisa?
Yes,
did that.
Yes, we did that together.
We've incorporated a lot of your stuff. This
Yes.
is your mirror, the vintage radio.
Oh, that's right.
How much bigger do you think this room looks now?
You can
looks a lot
actually
bigger.
walk around the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah, it definitely looks a lot bigger.
I love the tin ceiling now against the white. I think before it was kind of lost
It
because
definitely stands out a lot more.
It
Wow.
does. You want the walls to be neutral colours because that makes the space look bigger, but you don't want it to be a bland box. Come on into the kitchen.
Oh, wow, Lisa, look at the tile.
We gave the kitchen a simple facelift with a new backsplash, finished cupboards, and added accessories. Buyers like backsplashes because a lot of the time your walls in the kitchen get damaged because of like water or grease from cooking. And just having these glass tiles, they're really easy to clean and they look fantastic.
They really do. I like that a
Yeah.
lot.
We just wanted to finish off the kitchen. It looks complete.
The small things you did really make a huge difference.
I know, it's amazing what you can do for $300.
It really is. It's unbelievable.
The library.
Amazing, what a difference.
Yeah, what a difference.
Before, the library looked like a dark old church, so we updated it with light colours and new furniture.
This is amazing, it's so much bigger in here.
The two problems with this room were firstly, you weren't seeing all this great customised architectural details because of the dark red paint, and it was too small because of all the big furniture.
Yeah, the built-ins and the door really stand out more. The molding around the window definitely sticks out a lot more. That kind of pops. I like that. Lisa, you see what they did with the mirror?
Oh, I love that.
I love that.
I
That
really
looks
do
cool.
love that.
I think this house is totally transformed.
It definitely is.
Now it's time for the final verdict from potential buyers.